Chris, your team's able to get the win on the second night of a back-to-back with all 5 of your starters in double figures. What did you think the key was in pulling this one off?
Yeah, I mean, we got enough stops, in a row. It was one of those games, going through the game, like everything that seemed to kind of go against us a little bit did, but a lot of it was self-inflicted. I just thought at times we kind of lost our focus and our seriousness. And every single time we did that, we paid, because that's a team full of veterans over there. And they played extremely well. We knew they would be desperate. I mean, all credit to the guys for getting the win on a back-to-back. I know there might not have been a full tank out for everyone. But, that's one of those games. If it goes 3 more minutes, maybe you lose it. And, we got the win, and that's what matters. But we got to, figure out that we had chances to put this game away many times, and we didn't. So.
Your team was sharing the ball with the 32 assists.
Yeah.
What did you feel like that set up?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, we talked about it. We figured they'd be aggressive, particularly on Ant, and they were. And we just, used that as an opportunity to move the ball. And, guys were really trusting the pass, and that's something we've been really focusing on more over the last few games. We've had a number of games where we've had 30-plus assists. Everybody here had multiple assists, I think, except for Troy, only played a few minutes. But and that's how we like to see our offense when it's operating at its finest.
Chris, you said the guys lost a little seriousness and focus. Is that where Mike is just so valuable in terms of just coming in and being serious and focused? And
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's you see it. Not only his approach, but obviously his ability to make huge plays, whether it be the steal in transition, obviously the threes. Get the ball to the right people at the right time, close the game, quarterback the defense. On and on it goes. Yeah.
What have been your conversation with him like about playing on back-to-backs, about just the minutes load that you want him to have at 36 years old, and with how important he is to you guys?
So, yeah, I mean, Mike, he's annoyed when I'm asking him how he's feeling. He feels fine. He says he's great. And he's, he told me the other day that he actually usually finds that he plays better the second night of a back-to-back oftentimes. So, he did so in Phoenix, so he did again tonight. So I now have to believe him. I just trust him. Like, he takes care of his body. We look out for him in the right ways, but he wants to play. And I think tonight, like, probably around to the max that we wanted to play him, but we're not overthinking it. Yeah.
What's the luxury in having multiple clutch time options?
Yeah.
Ant was kind of forcing up a couple of things, then Mike runs a pick and roll, just to have like multiple solutions. Like what? Yeah, it seems kind of rare in the NBA.
Yeah, I think so. It's great, Ant has the ability to get to the heart of the defense, rise up, make big shots, make tough shots. But I think now in the past, and particularly while he's been learning to close games. You kind of live and die with some of that, but now we don't have to. Mike is, does a really good job of just, he and Rudy have such a great combination, and then also, getting it to Ant when we need to, and then there's always Cat too, who we can benefit from. So.
Then Ant making the right play. Do you think with the blitzing off pick and rolls, does that kind of become the thing that he's going to execute properly? Like it seems like it's almost 100%.
Yeah, like. Last year, the year before, when teams were up and they were aggressive on him, like he was really good. This year, we struggled a little bit early in the season when we'd see it, and I think some of that was like he was pressing because he wanted to get the season going and have a big game and chasing a big game. But when he makes the right play, it just unlocks so much. And they actually took it off for a little while, which is what you hope they do when you make shots and you move the ball. He did a really, really good job of just playing in the flow and making the right play.
Because you said when Carl got back from injury last year, he was still getting his legs back under him for the play-in and those sort of things, or the playoffs, I guess. How are you seeing him have his legs back under him and maybe incorporate speed more and more in his game? Looked like he took his man off the dribble.
Yeah, the explosion's there on the catch, which I don't think was quite there. The range on the shot is there. You know, I see better efforts in transition, defense in particular, getting back, and just more all-around activity. So it definitely is a huge difference. So.
And how was Cat? We saw him leave the bench late. In the
Yeah, I
game.
think I don't have an update on it. I think it was a kind of a bang that he took early in the second half, but I don't have any update. But hopefully it's not too serious.
Alpha scorers have a killer instinct, but with somebody like Rudy, it seems like he has a killer instinct on defense. His intensity and his awareness
Yeah.
of what's going on the court.
Yeah, I mean he's closed games defensively for us many times this season. He's had another tough matchup tonight. Anthony really had it going. I just imploring him all game, like kind of up your physicality, and he paced himself well, I think, and finished the game strong as he always does.
Chris, 13 steals for you guys tonight. Is that length? Is that guys knowing just where to be in the right spot?
Well, I thought a lot of those steals, came early. We were really in our gaps, super active. Got a couple late too that we really needed. But then I think as the game kind of went on in the middle, we kind of lost focus of the game plan and being in those gaps where we were getting the steals. So, but yeah, I think we are long, and that's one of the benefits. We always say, and got to do the things that big teams do, and big teams cover a lot of ground, and when we do that, we can be really good. Thanks, guys.